Hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. My name is Kyle and this is PC Tech and Gaming, and in today's flight, shall we say, in Flight Simulator 2020, I'm going to do some requested locations in Tasmania, and this will probably finish off our Tasmanian journey, as I think I've explored most of the must-see areas in my home state of Australia. So in today's episode, we're going to try and we're going to look at the suburbs of Kingston, Blackmans Bay, Huon Valley area, and then we're going to fly up to the Gordan Dam, which is our biggest hydro dam on the island. If you people may or may not know, but Tasmania is completely run on full hydroelectricity, so the Gordan River Dam is the biggest in the state, and it's quite a sight to behold. So hopefully it goes well in Flight Simulator 2020. So anyway, we're going to have flight conditions as all players, live traffic. We're going to have live weather, but we're going to make it so it's daytime. We're going to do that. There we go. Why is it not, it's interesting, it's saying 1:10 AM, but it's light. Very odd. Very odd indeed. Anyway, we'll just leave it like that for the moment. We're going to have live weather apart from the changing the day to be daytime. If it's dark when we get in there, we'll just make it light again. So we're going to take off from Hobart Airport. Runway 12 is fine. We're going to use our same Daha TBM 930. And we're going to go for A326 as our tail number. Everything else is fine. And yeah, we're not going to set a arrival airport because we're just going to see where we kind of end up, where we want to land. And let's jump straight into it. So hopefully this is what we're going to do. We're going to take off from Hobart Airport. We're going to fly down this direction here to see Blackmans Bay and Kingston around this area, along the northern edge here of Bruny Island. And then we're going to fly over into the west to here roundabouts, and we're going to try and find the Gordan River Dam. And then we might land somewhere over here, maybe at Strawn, maybe at Queenstown, on these tiny little landing strips here over on our west coast. Maybe even Scenic Airport. They're all very light airports. Light plane airports, and hopefully one of those should do the job. So let's jump straight in and see how we go. I will of course be trying to locate the Gordan Dam using Google Maps. So hopefully I can find it. It shouldn't be that hard to miss. If I can find Cradle Mountain in the last video of Tasmania that I did, I should be able to find the Gordan River Dam in this one. Just for those of you that don't know, we are running this on a Ryzen 9 3900X and a GeForce RTX 2080 Ti, and the game is being rendered in ultra settings. And here we are. Hobart Airport, and we are ready to fly. Let's get this bird off the ground. Let's undo the parking brake.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yep.
Landing gear.
I hit the landing gear button, not the parking brake. So that's the parking brake, and now let's give it some berries. And off we go. On what is sure to be another fantastic flight. Put the gear up.
Landing gear.
And we'll bring the flaps up.
Air 326, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
And off we go. It's a pretty nice day in old Tasmania we're having here at the moment.
Air 326, acknowledge last transmission.
Guess we better make air traffic control happy.
Hobart Tower Dare, Alpha 326, frequency change.
And off we go. You can see over to the left of us here, this is the South Arm Peninsula going around here. Flying over the Hobart suburbs of Rugby and Tranmere going along here. Flying over Hobart. Well, south of Hobart. Hobart CBD right there. Tasman Bridge. Mount Wellington. Mount Nelson down here. Doing some more scenic flying. Now we're heading down the channel. We can see here this road going through the trees. That's the southern outlet. Coming all the way down here and across. And this down here, my friends, is the suburbs of Kingston and Blackmans Bay.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Oh, we're overspeeding a little bit.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
I think I accidentally put the landing gear down. Oops. I did put it down. Just gonna turn back around and have a look once more in case anybody missed it.
Landing gear.
There's Kingston Beach down here. And Browns River coming in here. Main central business district of Kingston right here. And now we're flying up the highway here. This is the main fork in the road roundabout. Mitre 10, hunting field. And now we're going down the Channel Highway, which is this road right here. And this here is the town of Margate. Now we continue down the channel. Channel Highway right here. And this is a little place called Electrona. Now we come to a little place called Snug. That's right. Here is Snug. And now this is Conningham's over here. We're still following this this Channel Highway. Might want to get some more speed though, just to make sure we stay in the air a bit.
Stall.
Finally get a bit of altitude. Still following the Channel Highway here. This down here is Kettering. It's where the ferry goes to Bruny Island, which is over the other side there. We flew over Bruny Island in another video. We're still flying down the channel.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
And now we're gonna flip across and go over the other side here, over to the Huonville area, or what's known as the Huon Valley. Now I'm not 100% sure, but I think this might be the town of Scenic down here. And over here, coming up on our left, you can see this river coming up here. That's the Huon River. must have been low tide when this satellite imagery was taken. But then again, I've never really looked at the Huon River that closely. I don't know if it's that marshy or not. So we're coming up to
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Huonville.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Now we're passing right over the top of Huonville right now. And this, my friends, is the Huon Valley.
Landing gear.
Oh, I've hit the landing gear again. No, I haven't. So this is the Huon Valley, my friends. This here is the highway, known as the Huon Highway. And this snakes its way back towards Kingston and Huonville. Off in that direction over there. So now we're going to make a left-hand turn here. Gonna give our engine some berries. And we're gonna head off to find the Gordan Dam. Get our little map out here. And we'll get our bearings on where we're meant to kind of end up here. And I believe it's here. So that's where we're going for. We're going for around about there. We might need to change the weather to being a clear day, because at the moment it's a bit cloudy. So we're going to our weather. and we don't want to make it nighttime. We want to make it clear skies. There it is, the Huon Valley from a distance, and the Huon River there. Excessive airspeed, eh? We're getting where we need to go. Just remember guys, I'm not kind of flying this plane by the book at all. It was never my intention. This is very much a scenic flight. Although in the future I do plan to do some long haul flights and some more serious stuff once we get out of these scenic flights. We are really making headway. Look at this gorgeous landscape. Although for me, I gotta say, it's the first time I've seen a lot of this from this high up, but also this close to the ground, because when you catch a jumbo jet, you don't really get to see any of this, because you're about 30,000 high in the sky. So I believe the dam ends there. So that's where we're aiming to go. We're very much inside the Southwest National Park now.
overspeed, 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 overspeed.
There's the overspeed indicator again. This bit of water you see coming up in front of us, this is known as Scots Peak Dam. So I repeat again, that's Scots Peak Dam. And we can see here little access road coming in, which has tickled my fancy a little bit, I gotta say, because I have actually driven this access road in
Overspeed, overspeed,
on many occasions
overspeed,
before.
Overspeed.
And I believe what we're seeing ahead of us here, guys, as in the mountain range over here, I believe that is the Western Arthurs. And right here you can see this road stinks all the way up here, and that's a little lookout on the top. I've been there before and taken a photo. But yes, over to our west here is the Western Arthurs, all along there. And this is really in the middle of nowhere. If you get lost out here, you want to make sure you have an EPIRB. So we're still on our pursuit for the Gordan Dam. So we'll get a bit more speed and off we go. So hopefully we can trail up the western side of Scots Peak Dam here and find our way to the Gordan Dam. Interesting bit of scenery we got going on here. We got the dam off to our right, and we've got the west coast of Tasmania off to our left over there.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Yep.
Overspeed.
Bit too much speed there. So remember guys, I'm flying this flight with purely my joystick, no autopilot. Are we close yet? Oh yeah. Just want to slow us down a bit. And make sure that we capture it if we can. The best we can. I believe we're coming up on it right now.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
And there it is. Well, There's the dam.
Up. Pull up.
Right there. Well, what you can make out of it.
Landing gear.
Pull up. Pull up.
Let's try and not crash while we're doing these crazy maneuvers here. Let's go over it one last time. That is the Gordan River Dam, and unfortunately it doesn't look that good in Flight Sim 2020, as it's basically a funny concaving bit of water. It hasn't actually graphically detailed the dam at all, or the dam wall I should say. That's a bit disappointing, but hey, Flight Sim 2020, while it is magnificent, it ain't perfect. And I think that's the first bit of disappointment I've seen as far as this sim is concerned. Everything else seems to be absolutely awe-inspiring. So anyway, that is our look at the Gordan Dam, or Gordan River Dam. As you can see here, we're flying right over the top of the dam at the moment. And the biggest hydro dam in all of Tasmania. And there it is. Alright, so now let's land this bird. Let's land. Where are we going to go to land? Let's land at Queenstown, shall we?
Yankee, Quebec Uniform, November traffic day or Alpha Tree 261, 9 miles east, 4,000 feet inbound to land, runway 9.
The only problem is this is now where I'm wishing we had set an airport where we could land, because I didn't do that. We don't actually have a GPS track to our airport. So that's not going to help us a lot. Unless I can zoom in and find it somewhere. Oh, there we go. That's Queenstown Airport. Okay, I know where to go. We're going to aim for about there. And let's see if we can put this bird down. So much options. New flight plan. Can't add a flight plan mid-flight either. I was wondering why we were going so slow there, and then I realised that we had our flaps down. Or we had flaps down to level 1.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Doing too much speed again.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Luckily I have it turned off so that every time we overspeed it doesn't break the plane. We're on the road to landing in Queenstown. This bit of water you see coming up here on the map, this is Lake Burbury. Yep, new flight pan. So Queenstown, if I'm not mistaken, is pretty well just there. Queenstown is an old mining town on the west coast of Tasmania. Getting pretty close. I think we can start turning now. This road you see coming up here to our right, that's the West Coast Highway.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
And that road comes all the way from Hobart to here. I have driven this highway down here a lot of times. It's a different perspective seeing it from up high though, I gotta say. Very different perspective. I've driven across this little bridge down here many a time. Isn't it amazing how I can recognize all these places? And our airport's over there, so we want to slow down. There it is. There is our airstrip. Down here we have the Linda Valley. This little bit in here. And now we're flying over the browny, copper-coloured, almost alien landscape near Queenstown. All a result of
Landing gear.
all a result of heavy mining in this area.
Pull up. Pull up.
Oh, that's the iron blow down there, I think. Yes, it is. Which is a pretty cool lookout to go and visit. And obviously this is Queenstown down here. And we are way too high.
Up. Pull up.
Now this is going to be a very shaky landing. Here we're coming down on Queenstown Airport, and I think we're going a bit too fast. Can we stop? I hope so. Reverse thrust and brakes. And we're down. We are down. And we've shut down our engines. Shut down our systems. And there we go. We have landed in Queenstown. After doing our flight from Hobart to Queenstown via Kingston, Blackmans Bay, the Channel, Huon Valley, Scots Peak Dam, the Western Arthurs, the Gordan Dam, and Lake Burberry, and Queenstown, and then Queenstown Airport. Alright, so there we go. I very much hope you guys enjoyed this flight today. It was a pretty exciting sightseeing flight of Tasmania. If you liked the video, please do hit like. It really helps the video out a lot and the channel. Of course, if you didn't like it, hit dislike as well. If you're enjoying the content from the channel, it would be awesome if you could subscribe. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.